Okay, hi everybody, whether you are here present or not, or if you are gonna watch this recorded later. Hi, welcome. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited that you're here. So let's find some really awesome topics and ways that we can just really further and deepen our personal growth, our spiritual growth, and our recoveries from whatever it is that you're going through in your human condition. So I want to start by just letting you guys know how I kind of get information for topics of class. Like obviously, I have schooling, I have education, I have a background, I have my own lived experience that I use when I talk to you guys. But what's most important to me is that I go into prayer and I say, God, angels, universe, like whoever, whatever I believe in, please come into me, please work through me, speak through me. My mouth is your mouth, my hands are your hands, work through me, speak through me. Help me to help the people, help me to be available and receptive to receiving divine guidance that I can give to those who are working with me. And please just help me to invite in a beautiful presence that will allow healing to take place in my space, that will allow transformation to take place in my space, that will allow divine breakthroughs to take place in my space, and that each and every person that shows up for this group, each and every person that listens to this recording will have a divine breakthrough, and that will have get what they need, will get and receive at least one piece to the puzzle that is their life and their recovery and their journey. And I believe that this is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Right. And I'm a life and a spiritual coach, right? So I want to let you guys in on that part of what it is that I do, right? Because I think that's the most important part, that you guys know that I'm backed by spirit, that I allow divine guidance to help me when I'm helping you guys, and so that you know where the energy and the love and the support is truly coming from, that you get when you show up with me, that it's not from me, that it's from God. I always have to give that credit and that glory where I feel like it is due. Breathing. Okay. That being said, let's have a conversation. Okay. I love you guys. I love you guys so freaking much. However, today's topic is about willingness. So everybody's going to hate me at the end. It's about willingness, and it's about capability, and it's about getting what you put into this thing, and it's about taking responsibility for if your life and your journey and your recovery and all of that isn't going as you want it to go, that you take a look in the mirror, and that you understand that the energy of the universe is in perfect order, and that if something isn't happening in your life, your journey of recovery, your self-growth, that there's a piece and a part and a responsibility that's yours. What does it all mean, and why does it matter? What that all means and why it matters is that this is on you, right? It means that no matter how much I love you, no matter how much God loves you, no matter how much you have an entire meeting of 500 people that you go and you sit down with each week and you do 12 steps with, and you have a sponsor that loves you and supports you, and no matter how much the whole court system wants you to get better, and the CPS workers want you to get better, and your mom and your dad want you to get better, and your sister and your brother want you to get better, and no matter how much Joe Schmo down the fucking road wants you to get better so you'll stop, acting like an idiot outside at 3 a.m. or whatever. All of listeners and all of the people who could possibly want you to get better. None of it matters. If you don't want you to get better, and if you don't suit the fuck up and show up to the things that can help you get better, and if you don't put in the work and do the prompts and take suggestions and take advices and create new practices and create new habits and do them continuously over and over and over and over and over again, like your whole life depends on it. And if you don't seek support and guidance and answers when you have problems, and if, right, if you don't, it doesn't matter if we all want it for you. If you don't, it doesn't matter if we're all willing for you. If you don't, because you're loved and you're supported. Or no, let me take it like this. Scratch that. Like, we rewind. Love is available for you. Support is available for you. Guidance is available for you. Solutions are available for you, but they're not yours, and you don't get to have it if you don't accept it and receive it. So you have a part to play. You have to open up. You have to receive. You have to say yes. You have to be willing, right? You have to put forth action. You have to do work. There's parts, right? And all this beautiful stuff in the world is available to you all the time, just like it is everybody else, because we're all worthy, beautiful human beings that are deserving of all the things I just mentioned, right? But none of it does any good existing if you don't take it. Have you ever heard that saying? You can, or what? I'm messing up everything I'm saying. Okay. Have you ever heard that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You guys know? That's what it can feel like from time to time, being a provider, is that sometimes we want a person to drink, or we want our horse to drink the water more than the horse wants to drink the water, right? And we're like, go over here, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get the solution. But there's an action and a receptivity piece from the person that we're trying to help and serve that must happen. That must happen. And with people who are prone to addiction, that have a history of addiction, that are living with addiction, people, right? Real people, human beings, beautiful, worthy souls, human beings who also have, I like person first language, if you can't tell. You know, that's why they tend to stay sick for a very long time, is because they don't understand the part that's their responsibility. And they come and they say, help me, help me, help me, help me. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. And they're, expect a system with all of these things that are available to work for them just because it exists, without them doing their piece and their part to open up, to say yes, to receive, to do work. to follow direction, to follow guidance, to try new things and support themselves, right? I love more than anything else in the world supporting people who are supporting themselves also. God, it's a beautiful thing. When somebody's supporting themselves and they're willing and they're able and they're saying yes and they're doing all the things right, then helping them is so easy. It's so effortless. Nobody, and I'm not saying, I just want a caveat, like this isn't directed to any one person. I feel like everybody that is in my groups, all of my clients are doing really amazing. It's just what I'm channeling today. So I don't know who this is for, who needed to hear this. But it's being said. So hi, this is what's happening. And then also sometimes there's this that we can say that we're doing or do a little, right? There's a percentage, like it's like a sliding scale or something. Like if I'm 100% willing, 100% helping myself, 100% doing the actions, then somebody's support can propel me like a really, really, really far way. But maybe I'm only at like 5% on the scale, like between 0 and 100% of how much I could be willing, how much I could be capable, how much I could be like supporting myself, how much I could be taking the actions and following the advices and directions. And if you're at 5%, you're probably going to get about 5% of that back out of the pool, right? What you invest into yourself and your journey, shaking my whole shit, look at that, is what you will get back. So if you invest 5%, you know, God's amazing and wonderful and graceful. And so you might get lucky and get more than 5% back. You might get 10% back. But you do have to make an investment, right? And in addiction recovery, in, you know, the type of clients that I typically help that are using the insurance and things like that at the organizations, they put in an emotional investment, an energetic investment, a mental investment, right? People that are working with me on coaching, they're going to be putting in that plus a financial investment. So there's always an investment, right? But I want you to know that just because you're not putting in, if you're using the insurance and you're putting in you're not using a financial investment out of your own pocket, right? You're still investing. You still have to invest in order to get something out of it. You have to invest your time. You have to invest your energy. You have to invest your patience, your presence, right? How many of you, by a show of hands, you can put a heart if you're on live, you can whatever, or just raise your hand in real life. That's an investment, okay? That's the shit I'm talking about. If you're watching me on a recording, you could sit back passively, or when I'm talking to you as if you're really there, because I know that you're going to watch it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and invest in you with my energy, my presence, my fucking energy, just as if you were sitting in front of me. You could do that back, because energy and connection transcends space and time. So it doesn't really matter if you're on a recording. If you're sitting there and I've put my energy into this container so that you can receive it when you show up to it, and I say, raise your hand, if this relates to you, and you sit there and don't raise your hand because you're like, Rachel can't really see me because she's on a recording, that's you not investing in yourself, right? It doesn't hurt my fucking feelings if you don't raise your hand. But what it does is it's a message from you to you that says, I don't really care, right? I don't have to fully do this. I want to get what I want for you guys, what I deeply desire for everybody that shows up for my stuff, is that you fully invest in yourself, that you're like, fuck yes, hell yes, all the way. I want this in every way. It's for me. Yes. Right? With your hands in the air saying, yes, I receive it. Yes, I receive it. Because like I said at the beginning of this, I'm channeling from the universe. God is coming through to support you. God is here all the time, everywhere, in every little space and time and nook and cranny. And so wherever you're sitting, whether I'm on a recording or you're on live, God's there and available. And you're saying yes to that, right? You're saying yes to God. You're saying yes to the universe. You're saying yes to your life. You're saying yes to your journey. You're not saying yes to me. And I love you and I do care. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not about me and like you making me happy. This is about you showing to yourself, proving to yourself, proclaiming for yourself and claiming for yourself a new way, a new energy, a new vibration, a new lifestyle, new habits, new everything. So that being said, if you want something different than what you've been getting, can you raise your hand? Say me, yes, me, all the way me, 100%, both hands up in the air, yes, me, I want it, it's mine. Now that's willingness, right? To feel a little silly sitting by yourself at your house watching Rachel on the video and still participating with me and still being here with me and still participating with yourself. So I think that that's what willingness truly is, right? It's participating with yourself. Participating with yourself. That's what a true recovery, true spiritual, a true self-help, self-development, self-growth, whatever the fuck journey is all about. It's about you participating with yourself, inside of yourself. And these are some things that hit so deep that it's like only you could know, because I am going to go ahead and assume, and I just need you guys to know this about me. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're doing the absolute best you can where you're at with what you've got. And if somebody shows up fatigued, if somebody shows up not giving a lot, I'm just going to assume that's because that's all you've got. I will always assume the best of you. I will always hold you in the highest regard possible. I will always hold you in an idea and an element of truth where I'm going to believe what you're giving me. I'm going to believe what you're saying me. My job is to have faith in you. My job is to believe you. My job is to receive you fully and not to negate your truth or disregard or try to tell you that you're not being in your fullness, right? Like I would never do that. So like what I'm saying is that my job is just to trust you. My job is to trust you as my client. And your job is to tell the truth and be in the truth. So when you say, I'm giving it all I got, I'm going to trust you and believe you. When you're showing up in a certain energy or at what, a certain percentage of effort, I'm going to believe that that's all you have to give. Now it's your job to say to yourself, is this really all I have to give? Could I be doing more? Is this my truth that I'm telling Rachel? Or is this a lie? I need you to show up for yourself enough to be able to deliver the truth when you show up in session, in group session, in individual session, in every aspect of your life, right? Like, I'm not that one that's going to hunt you down and make you, catch you in all the lies and push you to be in your truth. I expect that from you. That's your job. So with that being said, where are you? Where are you at in your truth? Okay. Or in your effort, in your amount of willingness. So let's take like the willingness scale of 0 to 100% I was talking about earlier. If 0 is, I'm not trying literally at all, I'm just here, I'm just being passive, I'm just sitting back and waiting for some shit to happen for me. I would really like everybody in the whole universe to just carry me through life, and I don't really want to have to do any of it. Some of you might be there. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think any of my people are there. It's a spot we could be in. I think I was there at one point in my life. All the way to 100%. Where 100% is, I am doing every single thing possible that I could do to support myself. I'm 100% willing. I'm fully receptive to do whatever I need to do whenever I need to do it. I'm taking all the guidance from God. I'm showing up in all the things. There really isn't a single factor that is preventing me from getting what I want. There's not anything that I could be doing more. Actually, there's maybe some places where I could be doing a little less. I'm doing all the things. I am getting it, fully invested in my time, my energy, everything. 100%. Where are you? On a 0 to 100, where are you? Because not what I want, what I desire. It is what I want, what I desire. I want a desire to work with people that are at 100%. And this is why, because magic happens. It's so magical. Oh my God, when a provider that's like 100% willing to help you shows up with a person who's 100% willing to be helped. Oh, it's beautiful, and magic happens, and there's fireworks, and there's rainbows, and there's puppy dogs and unicorns and all kinds of amazing things. And we have synchronicities and divine moments, and we cry together. It's just beautiful. It's just fucking beautiful. And it's these life-altering, mind-blowing, impactful relationships, because that's equal reciprocity. So whether you're paying me cash money or you're using your insurance to see me, I like reciprocity. I love a reciprocal relationship where I get back, right, the same amount that I put in, and I put in 100% into my people. And I love to get people that put 100% back into me. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful thing. And then when we're together, open and receptive to the divine support, working in that relationship, wow, now that is a mind-blowing experience. When we're both willing, able, and open to doing our own work on our own times, right? The both of us, me as a provider, saying, God, what else can I do to support this person? How else can I help them? And then you as a client going, okay, God, me as the client, what else can I do to be more receptive? How can I receive more from this partnership? How can I allow more of the healing and love that Rachel's showing up with to enter my life and consciousness? Because I can only give you as much water as you're willing to drink. And I know some of y'all are thirsty. Not like the weird thirsty, like, but like thirsty for some more love, thirsty for some more healing, thirsty for some more magical moments. You crave it, you need it. You're thirsty for some more solutions. You're thirsty for some more answers. We're thirsty because we've been dying on the inside for so many years, and we want some life back, and we're tired of just surviving, and we're tired of just denying all of the desires of our heart and mind and soul and settling for less than we're getting. But we don't know how, to get to that other point where we're letting all the things happen for us. But I'm here to tell you that it's by saying yes. It's by being willing. It's by putting the arms up, saying, fuck yes! Right? When something hits your soul right in that right spot, and it's making you want to cry, that you just cry, that you just let that emotional healing take place. And when something prompts you and you go, ooh, this is one of those moments that, you know, when Rachel would say, this is, you know, this is what you should do in this moment. Here it is. Here's my opportunity to do it. And not to come back later and go, oh yeah, well, I thought about it. Or actually, I'm going to do that next week instead because excuses, excuses, excuses. Or whatever, right? It's that energy of not saying no anymore because we shut ourselves down. We make ourselves small. We say no to life over and over and over and over again. There's opportunities to live and there's opportunities to die. There's opportunities to live and there's opportunities to just survive. There's opportunities where you get to say yes to spiritual and a healing and a divine journey that propels you into the future that you want and the higher self that is out there that you could be living as right now but aren't. And there's opportunities to stay the same. And I just want to know what you've been picking. I just want to know where on that scale you're at between 0 and 100% willingness, and where in your life you've been picking to stay the same, picking to die, picking to just survive, when there were tons of opportunities for you to do something different. And I want you to make an action plan today. It's time to raise your percentage on that scale. It's time to go from whatever the fuck you were at to 100%. Let's get there. Even if it's a slow journey, if you get to gradually increase your amount of give a fuck every single day until you can get to 100%, to where you're happy banging tables, putting your arms up in the air, a little bit more each day. Maybe today you're like, whoop. But then tomorrow you can be like, yes. That's fine. Progress is progress. But we're not accepting staying where we're at anymore. We have to be done with what we were doing yesterday and start doing something new if we want something different, right? If you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. If you're suiting up and you're showing up to come talk to me, if you're watching my videos, if you're in the sessions with me, then it's obvious to me that you want something different, or we wouldn't be talking. Like, you wouldn't even know me. So hi, let's get the thing that you want. Let's get the next level. Let's make some moves. Let's increase the willingness. Where can you do more action? Where can you do more just claiming and showing and proving to yourself that you are ready to move? I want everybody that's watching this to make a commitment to move from your current percentage at least 20 points, unless you're claiming that you're at 100. Which, if you're claiming that you're at 100, I want you to really be on it. Take a look at it if you're being honest with yourself, because I'm not even at 100 for my own growth, right? So we all have something else we could do more. And I want to drink coffee. And I want you to make a plan of how you're going to start showing up differently, right? This is how I've been showing up. These are the things I've been saying no to that I should be saying yes to. And here's the things I've been saying yes to that I should be saying no to, right? Here's all the just surviving, dying, not thriving bullshit that I've been signing up for again and again. I'm going to stop. Here's the life, the living, the opportunities, the beauty, the happiness, the spiritual experiences, the magical moments, and all of that stuff that I've been saying no to, and I'm gonna start saying yes to. Make that commitment for yourself. You don't have to DM it to me. You don't have to email this to me. You just know it. Just know it for you, right? This isn't about, I'm not grading you. Okay. You're not going to get a report card. The only thing that will happen is that you don't get the life that you deserve. The only thing that'll happen is you don't get to move forward into a higher vibration, or, step into your full potential, or whatever. So this is about you. And I love you, and God loves you, and you're worthy, and you deserve it, and you're powerful, and you can do it, and you're full of potential. So let's get it. I love you. Bye, 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 bye. See you next time.